welcome to the Tranont Compliance Training. I'm Emily Peterson, the Director of Compliance for Tranont. This training is about the claims you can make related to the Jeep bonus. The Jeep bonus should always be referred to as a bonus. It shouldn't be talked about as a stipend or a payment. Unfortunately, the terms stipend and payment are viewed by regulatory agencies, including the FTC and the Competition Bureau of Canada, as non-compliant income claims in this kind of context. They've also determined that it's deceptive and misleading to talk about getting a card paid for or getting paid to drive or other phrases like that. So the Jeep bonus should always be talked about as a bonus that is earned. So I have some examples in here of what you can say about the Jeep bonus to, kind of give that information about what a great perk it is, what a great benefit it is of the Tranont compensation plan for them, but you're going to be able to stay compliant with the tweaks that I'm going to show you. So here's one. Way to go! Diane just achieved the rank of Emerald in Tranont. Because of her help, I drive my Jeep for free. I can't wait to see what the future will bring. Hashtag helping others, hashtag free Jeep, hashtag achievement. Well, it's a great post. However, talking about driving your Jeep for free, that hashtag free Jeep, is going to be a problem. But change that to way to go. Diane just achieved the rank of Emerald in Tranont. Because of her help, I earn a Jeep bonus. I can't wait to see what the future will bring. Hashtag helping others, hashtag Jeep bonus, hashtag achievement. So keep everything there is the same except for talking about that you're earning a Jeep bonus. It's your work that's doing it. You're earning a Jeep bonus. It's not talking about a free Jeep. You're not getting, paid to drive. You're earning a Jeep bonus because of the work that you're putting in. And with those changes, you're going to have a compliant post. Here's another example. For the past 26 months, Tranont has paid every single Jeep payment for me because I said yes to something new. Not a job, not a shortcut, but a business that's been a blessing in more ways than I ever expected. Message me and I'll walk you through what's possible. Well, obviously talking about Tranont making the payments for you is not going to be considered compliant. But you switch that up. For the past 26 months, my hard work with Tranont has earned me a Jeep bonus because I said yes to something new. And then that second paragraph, obviously you're keeping that the same, but it's a really powerful one. Not a job, not a shortcut, but a business has been a blessing in more ways than I ever expected. So you're conveying that same information and what it's done for you without making that claim of having Tranont making the payment for you. It's your work that is earning you that bonus. Here's one other. Thank you, Tranont. This is the best company I've ever worked with. I started 6 weeks ago and now they are paying for my Jeep. Hashtag Tranont, hashtag free Jeep. Once again, not talking about, Tranont paying for your Jeep, but change that to thank you, Tranont. This is the best company I've ever worked with. I started 6 weeks ago and now my work is earning me a Jeep bonus. Hashtag Tranont, hashtag Jeep bonus. So again, changing that to say that your work is earning you a Jeep bonus. That's going to make it compliant. And that's going to still give the information that, hey, there's this Jeep bonus. People are going to wonder, hey, that's interesting. I see your Jeep. I see, that Tranont sticker on there. What's going on there? Still people question that, or ask those questions about how you're getting that. And then that opens up for you to be able to talk about the company and talk about that their work could earn them a Jeep bonus as well. Here's another. Speaking of Jeeps, did you know that at the very first rank at Tranont, they pay you to drive a Jeep? That's right, you could be driving a free Jeep and getting docked while building an additional stream of income. Now that's a fun one because I love the little duck culture that's part of Jeep. But talking about getting paid to drive is not going to fly with the regulatory agencies. So switch that up to, and speaking of Jeeps, did you know that at the very first rank at Tranont, your work qualifies you for a Jeep bonus? That's right, you could be driving a Jeep and getting docked while building an additional stream of income. So you're still going to be talking about earning extra income, earning that earning that Jeep bonus because of your work with Tranont, but you're not going to, run afoul of regulatory agencies by talking you're getting paid to drive by the company. If you ever have any questions about the Jeep bonus, what you can say, what you can't say, how you can, maybe rephrase something that you want to say, you can always email me, compliance@tranont.com, and I'm happy to answer your questions about those claims. Thank you.